Hello everyone, welcome back. Week 2 of the Bundesliga. Very exciting times. Got this devilishly handsome duo alongside me, Alex Campean and Tancredi Palmeri. I think you had a pretty good weekend last weekend, Alex. Got a slight profit in the Bundesliga. What went well for you?
Dortmund, basically it was the banker of the week, and after that, Greater Furth managed to score a late goal against Stuttgart. So imagine that I gave you Stuttgart money line, so easy, And after that, I said, "Oh, 1 second, it's the first match. I think that Greater will score too," and I went with the Alex Classic there. So instead of being happy after the first half and 60 minutes in the game, I sweated till the last minute of the game for a winner there. Yeah, a small profit. Very happy with that. With the banker in, checked most of the matches, and let's see what will happen this time around.
Okay, thanks very much. Tan, did anyone surprise you in the opening week of the Bundesliga?
Wow, a lot surprised me. To be honest, my week, it wasn't anything special. My main mistake was that I picked the wrong one, because basically I had half of my picks that were good, but almost none of the ones that I selected in the top 5. I was right with Dortmund winning with handicap, but obviously the biggest surprises, we can say, Mönchengladbach halting Bayern Munich, but especially Mainz Leipzig, because still Mönchengladbach, you could think that maybe they could pull out a good performance against Bayern, but Leipzig suffering so much already, the change, the managerial change, well, that was really something. That basically 2 out of the big 3 already dropped points. Let's see if Borussia Dortmund will have the consistency to make them suffer for several months. But now it is interesting to see what will happen with Leipzig, if it was just the random debut or something has really changed.
That was my biggest mistake, betting on RB Leipzig. I will be cautious about doing that again in future. But these are the 2 Bundesliga experts, so we're going to get into it in a minute. But first, your daily reminder to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time we start filming about football, basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, tennis, all the different sports. And you can head on over to sportsbookreview.com after this video is finished to read a wealth of content from the likes of Alex and Tan on their picks, lots of sportsbook reviews, lots of free betting calculators, and you can join our Pick 6 contest, which covers the NFL and NCAA football. $50,000 up for grabs in season-long cash prizes, $1,600 per week, and it's free to enter. All you have to do is become a member of SBR Forum, and you can win a ton of money every week. I don't know a great deal about American football, but I'm entering. Why not, eh?
Also me last year, I was clueless about American football, and on week 1 of the SBR contest, I had 6-0. but I took them like that. I like this name, they can come. I like this name, they can come.
What?
So I went like that, and I went 6-0.
Okay,
Yeah,
you'll explain me your methodology, and I will follow up.
I like that name, Vikings, Pirates.
I have a great story about that, but I know we are short in time. So
yeah, let's go.
RB Leipzig versus Stuttgart. Can RB Leipzig bounce back, Alex, or are they just going to be in the doldrums after that shocking defeat to Mainz?
Shocking defeat at Mainz. Not only it was shocking, a bit in the second half they dominated, but it was domination without creating, Andre Silva lost a couple of opportunities. You can see that he still needs time to adapt. You can see that also Hesse Marsch, their new manager, still needs time to work with them and improve them. I don't know what will happen to Sabitzer, if he will leave or not. I think that he's one of their most important players. On the other side, Stuttgart destroyed the newly promoted Greater Furth. 0 from Greater Furth. That's about it. They will go down. That's the story. Fade them till the end. It was like a one-sided match, only in one direction. No, I don't know, 12 shots on goal, 17 attempts, possession and everything. Great from Stuttgart to see that they didn't underestimate their opponent. This is the most important thing that I see from Stuttgart, you know. On the other side, very bad from RB Leipzig. And this is why I'm going for Stuttgart plus 1.5 on the Asian handicap at 1.7. I don't think that they will lose. If they will lose, they will not make it by more than 1 goal difference.
Interesting. Tan, what do you think? Can RB Leipzig bounce back?
Maybe it's a matter of fate from myself, but I want to believe that losing that won't leave any can just go without any consequences in the squad. And Stuttgart was maybe the biggest sensational of, well, aside obviously Mainz and Gladbach, but they won 5-1. They seem to be on the same path of last season, where they actually went that close to the European competition. But I know that there is confidence all unbalanced on Stuttgart's side. But even if Leipzig won't be what we saw in the last 2 seasons, so challenging for the title, challenging for the Champions League title, but still they lost to Mainz. There is anyway that kind of team pride that give you the ability to bounce immediately back. Maybe just a reaction, so it's lasting, is a short term lasting, but anyway for 1 game. So Stuttgart was so good that maybe, as Alex said, could just be given by what was the level of Greater Furth. I can't believe Leipzig don't bounce back. I go with a combo, Leipzig to win and both teams to score, because anyway Stuttgart are so on fire that will contribute to the entertainment.
I like it a lot. Thanks, Tan. Both teams to score seems to pay off a lot in Bundesliga games. So it's always a good thing to combine a match result with that outcome just to get a little bit more value. Okay, Hertha Berlin versus Wolfsburg. Perhaps some might think 2 relatively evenly matched teams on paper, but Wolfsburg were strong last season. What are you expecting from this game, Tan? Do you think Wolfsburg can get a result in the capital?
And following your the both team to score is always sensible in Bundesliga. I go with that. I don't go with the Alex Classic over 2.5 goals, because anyway Hertha are never a high scoring team. Wolfsburg neither. Weghorst at Wolfsburg has been contacted by Inter in the last days, so might be distracted by the chance to move to Inter, which I don't think will get concrete. But anyway, it's playing on their focusing. Hertha lost badly to Köln, 3-1, a team that should be at their same level, but they weren't never into the game. But as I said, both of them, they never have, Wolfsburg and Hertha, they never have very high scoring stats. Just that Wolfsburg are much more solid defense. So that's why I go with a safe both team to score.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. I had Wolfsburg to win last weekend, and that was one of the ones that did come off for me. Do you think they can keep the momentum going, Alex, or are you looking at goals, or indeed are you passing?
I am passing on this match, to be honest, but let's see a little bit how they played both in the first match. Wolfsburg on one side, they played with Bochum 1-0 Weghorst, but Bochum on 3 lines at the back, only that they did 11 men behind the ball, so it was tough for Wolfsburg to open up. No, we are not talking about Bochum versus Mainz, but Bochum played Wolfsburg in the first round. This is why I brought them up. So yeah, they had plenty of opportunities. They missed a couple of incredible chances against Bochum. It could be a bigger result, in my opinion. On the other side, Hertha, I was expecting more for them with that upline. I was expecting Jovetic to score, and he did. But with that upline with Serdar, Cunha, and Jovetic, and back with Tuzar and Boateng, I think that they have a decent squad, you know. And yes, you would expect for them to come back with a result from that match with Köln. But the errors at the back, big errors, cost them the 3 points here in that match. So I think that both teams to score looks like a decent bet, but I think that also a draw is an option here.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you very much. Okay, Esteban, now is the time, please, to bring up the very stylish graphics of Bochum versus Mainz. Oh well, I made a bit of money by fading Bochum last weekend, and I'm going to do it again this time around. Mainz were hugely impressive. I know RB Leipzig were poor, but hats off to Mainz for getting the job done against them. I'm thinking they can go there and get a result. What do you think, Alex? Have you got anything on this game?
Yeah, I don't. It's not one of my top 4 picks, but I think that there is very, very good value with this Mainz team. I think that Bochum first match in front of their fans, they will change the tactics a little bit against Wolfsburg. As I said, they played with 11 men behind the ball. Probably right now they will show a little bit some creativity and they will try to open up Mainz. But Mainz are deadly on the break, and we've seen them create many opportunities against RB Leipzig. So if you don't want to complicate, I think that the value is on Mainz, but if you don't want to complicate it and risk a straight win from Mainz, you can go with a draw no bet option. So in case of a draw, you will take your money back at even money, at 2.0 with the draw no bet option for Mainz.
That's exactly what I'm going for. Mainz draw no bet. Raymond in the chat, Tan, says he's confused why Mainz is the underdog for this game. I can't quite work it out myself either. I know they're the away team, but why do you think Mainz is the underdog for this game?
Well, I believe that they are just favoring the home effect that we know in Bundesliga is always something different. The atmosphere in Bundesliga stadiums is unmatched. The fans, the way, how much they cheers, and also the capacity of the stadium that are open. So it will be important for Bochum, I have to say, to debut at home. Anyway, Mainz were very
capacity of the stadium, 27,000 people. Yeah. Very close to the pitch, so the atmosphere will be electric. But let's not forget that Bochum have also very important injury issues. 7 or 8 players are missing from their team. So I really don't understand why Mainz are the underdogs.
What I say is that Bochum will put up not a careless performance, but a one to get points, to start the season in front of the fans in style. Mainz are one of the unusual German teams with the low scoring stats, and this is how they won with Mainz. Yes, this is how they won against Leipzig. I see here, I know that it's a kind of bet that punters don't like, but I see here an unusual under 2.5 goals.
Ooh, under 2.5 goals is not something we normally see in the Bundesliga, but the evidence would.
In fact, is very well tipped.
Yeah, I mean it was 1-0 in both of these teams' opening games, so why not? Why not?
We said it also last week for that Union versus Leverkusen and Wolfsburg versus Bochum, and look, we were right.
And so it did. Okay, Borussia Dortmund came flying out of the blocks. I mean, they're shaky at the back, aren't they? They conceded twice, but in attack, they absolutely blew the opposition away. Freiburg versus Borussia Dortmund is the next game we're covering. And, I mean, Dortmund were hugely impressive. But then I must admit, I did expect Bayern to get the job done in midweek, and I bet on Bayern to win and over 2.5 goals, and it came in. What impact do you think that might have on this Dortmund team, Tan? Do you think they can still go and get the job done pretty convincingly against Freiburg, or is the energy they exerted in midweek against Bayern and the defeat going to weigh on their minds?
Gonna weigh on their muscles more than on their minds. Not on their minds, because it's not like a kind of defeat that has hammered their confidence. But obviously, it was an intense game already played at the beginning of the season, but possibly left them actually even more eager to come back, while actually they are the one leading the table. Well, actually, they are second behind Stuttgart, according to stats. But Freiburg were quite disappointing. But especially, as you said, Borussia Dortmund are flying. Possibly the thing that effort is waiting on their muscles is making shift out of focus a bit their defense. Therefore, I go with the combo: Dortmund to win and both teams to score.
Oh, I like it. He's going back in. Dortmund to win and both teams to score. Alex, do you think both teams can score in this game? I imagine you're going, well, I know you're going for a pretty convincing Dortmund win because you sent me your tips. Thank you for that.
Sorry, can I give you a little breaking news that maybe has no importance, but who knows?
Hang on, because... is it Arsenal? Is it Arsenal have signed Aaron Ramsdale?
No, but I like it. No,
is it Haaland leaving? No.
Okay, I know. I will lecture you a bit, Martin. Sometimes, as we go on air on these hours, sometimes, not this is for real, sometimes I have colleagues of mine that are sending me news as they happen from the training ground of the teams. So I see them popping out on my WhatsApp, so I refer it because they tell it to me. And out of the blue, it was not expected, he's fit and everything. Out of the blue, Cristiano Ronaldo is not playing the midweek friendly Juventus is playing against their youth team. Maybe means something, maybe not. Just as it happens, I wanted to refer it to you. Sorry, keep going.
He's moving to Arsenal. That's it. He's the missing link we need. We've got Ramsdale in goal and Ronaldo up front.
You look at that team and you see there is everything. It's only Cristiano Ronaldo missing.
Yeah, really. That's it.
Let me ask you, Martin, because we have some time here. Aubameyang and Lacazette missed the last match because the coach took them out from the team, from the squad.
No one can quite agree on what happened. The official line is that they were sick, and so was the reserve goalkeeper Runarsson. But the rumour is that they don't like Arteta and they don't want to play for him. They're very good friends. So if he's upset one of them, he's probably upset both of them. Yeah.
I don't like Alex, but I come on the show anyway. So.
He doesn't like me. I fucking hate him.
Hey, language.
This is reverse jinx gate again.
Language.
We promised not to mention reverse jinx.
Say again, reverse jinxing. I dare you. I double dare you.
So this Dortmund team started on fire against Eintracht Frankfurt. Amazingly, with basically with Erling Haaland. If he's fully fit and he's okay and he's playing his best football, because right now he's playing his best football, even against Bayern Munich, he was such a determined player, one of the most determined players on the pitch. I was expecting them to lose against Bayern, but they had their chances for a 2-2. For that 2-2, plus they had their chances in the first half to score the opening goal. Imagine that they are without many players. They are without Julian Brandt, Emre Can, Guerreiro, Torgan Hazard, Hummels, Meunier, Schmelzer, Mori Bauza, and Zagadou. That makes an entire squad, and if you see
it makes even an ethnic song from the way you mentioned that. Seems like a song from Eurovision, Euro contest.
Yeah, not from Euro 2020, okay, won by Italy. Okay, we know.
Drink.
Oh yeah, that's true actually, yeah.
Still, even without those players, they are performing at their best level. I hate their right back, Pashlak. I think that he doesn't have nothing to
Why
do.
did you hate?
I hate him. I hate him. He's the strong the
Why would you hate a player?
I hate him.
He's a person with a family. He got relatives.
Two
He got a
games in a
life.
row. I've seen
Oh,
with
I
them. I hate Pajnak, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hopefully,
hopefully he will. The other players will come back and we will see him on the bench or not even in the squad. But anyway, I'm very, very impressed, and I was always very impressed, and I loved the player Marco Reus, the captain Marco Reus. I think that Marco Reus, without injuries in his entire career, he would be a star amongst the other stars. You know, if he's fully fit throughout the entire season, the team will perform way better with him. I think that he missed one World Cup, you know, when Germany won the World Cup because he got injured 2 weeks or 3 weeks before, you know. But right now, the way that he's playing right now, bring him back to the national team, you know. He's a great player.
Anyway, before the tournament begins. What's your pick in this one, Alex? What are you going for?
Yeah, exactly. Next time I will tell you to do the same thing to Tan that he's talking for.
Well, I was shorter. I was way shorter.
Yeah, in the Serie A video you were not.
It was the first show of the season. It was the first show of the season.
Anyway, Dortmund -1 on the Asian handicap at 1.88.
Okay, nice, like it. Next, we are moving on to Eintracht Frankfurt versus Augsburg. Both of these teams suffered chastening defeats on the opening weekend of the season, so they could be a little low on confidence. Eintracht obviously looked like the better team, despite losing Andre Silva in the summer. I'm going to come straight back to you, Alex. What's your take on this game?
Oh, Eintracht, Augsburg. Yeah, interesting from Eintracht. We knew that they will lose against Dortmund, and we all agreed in the first round that they will have huge problems against Dortmund. But right now is their time to bounce back against an Augsburg team that were dreadful against Hoffenheim. Dreadful. 4-0 for Hoffenheim. Very unimpressed with this Augsburg team. If they continue like that, probably they will fight relegation. Okay, it's only the beginning of the season, but still, I'm waiting for Eintracht Frankfurt to perform more, to see them more in action. Plus, the odds on Eintracht at 1.6 are not convincing me to take them, you know.
No, Tan, you've got a pick for everything. A model of consistency. What are you going for in this one?
Eintracht to win, just too good not to be taken. Augsburg collapsed. Eintracht, as I said, it was a fault of Dortmund, the fact that they lost in that way. So no, when I saw the odds on Eintracht, I thought that they were so good only because they lost badly in the first game. Otherwise, would be lower in a normal time of the season. So Eintracht to win straight away, and it's even part of my top 5 picks.
Like it. Okay, so we're going next on to Furth versus Arminia, and we're basically saying we're going to be fading Furth throughout the course of the season because they were hopeless in the opening week and they're possibly going to get relegated. But Arminia, Bielefeld, also newly promoted team. So is this a game in which Furth can actually get a result? Tan, what do you think?
Arminia is not a newly promoted team, mate.
2 seasons ago.
You are not a nice friend, Alex. Don't point that out. You're not a nice friend. No, anyway.
They feel like a newly promoted team to me because I didn't cover that season. So.
Too much information for Martin that he's doing the first shows. Just keep in mind everything.
Everything. Anyway, I see an entertaining game because of the level of defense, especially the defense of Greater Furth, because they are playing home, and it's so meaningful for them, just promoted. And I even don't remember, I have checked, I think it's 50 years they weren't in the Bundesliga. So imagine the expectation of this. So must be thrilling, but still they don't have the solidity of just going there and winning. So both teams to score, for me, it's good enough to be taken.
Thank you very much. Many apologies to Elias Nordheim.
No.
He's given me a sad face on the chat.
Because
I
of what?
knew the Bochum were promoted. They don't seem like an established Bundesliga team to me.
The thing is that we mentioned
mentioned
Cristiano Ronaldo to Arsenal and Martin Lund.
I'm so excited still about Aaron Ramsdale and
yeah, he's so excited about Ramsdale, and he cannot continue.
Too much excitement for one day for an excitable Arsenal fan.
Very understandable.
Alex, what are you thinking? Furth or Arminia?
It's the same story like for Bochum. Bochum bad in the first round against Wolfsburg, but they followed that path. Don't concede goals, and now they're playing on their turf. Furth, on the other side, got destroyed by Stuttgart. But now again they are playing on their turf in front of their fans, the first Bundesliga match. For how bad Arminia are, because they are not one of the best teams in Bundesliga, they already have the experience of the last season. How I've seen the match against Stuttgart, Greuther Fürth are dreadful at the back. They committed so many mistakes that I think that everyone can score against them. So that 2.8 has some value for Arminia Bielefeld to win on the road. But again, if you want to be more careful and more, at the beginning of the season, because it's not good to go all in, I think that you should take them with draw no bet at even money at 2.0.
Hey. Like it, thank you. Two relative heavyweights of the Bundesliga coming up next. Bayer Leverkusen versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. Fantastic performance from Gladbach in the opening round of fixtures, held Bayern Munich to a 1-1 draw. Stirring stuff. Think they can keep it going, Alex, or are Bayer Leverkusen going to prove too strong for them at home in this one?
No, I don't think that Leverkusen are right now. I told you also in the first round that Leverkusen will have tough times against Union Berlin, and they did. Despite dominating the match and having a lot of opportunities, they had like 16 attempts of scoring. But these two teams will always offer us entertaining matches. I'm seeing an open match. I'm seeing both of them wanting to win the first game of the season after being kept to a 1-1 draw by Bayern and Union Berlin respectively. And I think that the Alex Classic here at 1.8 is the way to go.
Everyone's
saying we want the Tan Madness. Yeah. Tan Madness. Where's the Tan Madness? Tan, where's the madness? Bring the madness.
It's Ian Messina, Ankul Kotoki, Derek Parra, Elias Nordheimer. They are all saying we want Tan Madness. I will tell you guys when the madness is. You know that I will tell. You know that I won't hold it back. But you need to feel it, the madness, to bring it in. Elias is saying Tan Madness all in Italy. Not true. You forgot what happened with Schalke last year. Not true. We brought down all the German wall with Schalke. So there is not a madness this week. But
what happened with Schalke last year? They got relegated?
No, you don't remember that they were losing 16 in a row, and I have bet on them winning at the 17th game, and I won the Tan Madness. But anyway, it's not this the week of Tan Madness. While on Leverkusen Gladbach, I totally back what Alex said. I was wrong on both of them, because I expected more by Leverkusen, less by Gladbach. But anyway, there is definitely ability to play the game and being open, and it will be a game of good level, this one, Alex Classic.
Nice. Hoping for another great game between these two teams. Okay. Hoffenheim versus Union Berlin. Hoffenheim also often involved in high-scoring, very entertaining games. Hoffenheim, there we go. More of our fabulous new graphics. We're getting so professional here at SBR. Tan, going to come straight back to you. You haven't got a madness on this one, but what are you going for? Do you think Hoffenheim get the job done?
Meanwhile, yes. No. But let me say, there are many that now I think Meul, Pandia, others were saying saying Tan or even Alex saying, please start a Ligue 1 prediction. Guys, it's not up to us. You have to write to John Sportsbook Review. It's his email, John Sportsbook Review, and ask, please, can you ask them to have the Ligue 1 tips? You do it that massively, and we'll bring to the show. Remember, John Sportsbook Review.
We need 300 emails in 24 hours at least.
No. Even 300 emails will be enough. Not 24 hours, but he's a big guy. John Sportsbook Review is sitting there with a big cigar. And
he's got a head. He's got a head like that bull, like that SBR.
Yeah. Just caressing his Persian cat and saying, let's see if they can bring this.
I'll tell you a secret at the end of the show, then.
About John,
without even knowing the truth.
No, but absolutely not. I have no idea.
You guessed something, but I will tell you at the end of the
I
show.
have absolutely no idea. Anyway, just send a mail to John Sportsbook Review. Hoffenheim, Union Berlin. Typical, in my opinion, both teams to score game in Bundesliga. Union were reliable as they are since the very beginning. Hoffenheim were surprising. They won't hold back, but I don't see really entertaining here. I see ability to make the most of their chances, but not really entertain or open game. It's never with Union Berlin. It's more intense with Union Berlin. So both teams to score.
Okay, nice. Do you concur, Alex?
Over 2.5 goals for me at 1.8 again. Not both teams to score, just over 2.5 goals. I think that both teams will score in this one. So if you believe it, if you believe in Tan and me, you can combine them and go for the Alex Classic.
And why wouldn't everyone believe in Alex?
So sacked in the morning. Martin will be sacked in the morning.
Who's going to present the shows?
No one.
No. John Sportsbook.
Rude boy.
John, stop it, mate. Stop it.
So John is gonna get angry with me?
No.
Yes. Really? You are afraid of John Sportsbook Review.
Everyone's afraid of John Sportsbook Review.
So over 2.5 goals at 1.8 for me. Like Tan said, Union offering always great consistency. Hoffenheim involved in high-scoring matches, so I think that it should be one of the most entertaining matches of the round.
Okay, and another one: Bayern Munich versus Köln. We've asked Tan about this. Yeah, Bayern Munich versus Köln. Another potentially interesting game. Bayern obviously struggled a little bit in the opening weekend against Gladbach, but they bounced back with look at that hat, with an emphatic victory over Borussia Dortmund. We're going to start with Alex, though. We're just going to marvel in that hat that Tan's wearing while Alex talks, and give us your thoughts on this one, Alex.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this one. Probably Köln will find the back of the net. Surely Bayern will bounce back after that 1-1 draw against Gladbach. Still, I don't understand how that match remained with 2 goals. If someone saw that match, it was unbelievable how much they missed. Even the Gladbach, not only Bayern. Yeah. So I think that Köln should be able to find the back of the net, but I don't have any bet. You cannot bet Bayern Munich at 1.10. You cannot give them a 3 goals handicap. You probably can go with Bayern to win both halves or whatever, but no, thank you. Pass.
Okay, I think Tan's got a pretty interesting bet for this one, though. What are you going for?
It's even my banker. It's on Bayern to win and both teams to score. We saw Köln being able to find their way into the goal. We saw that Bayern are conceding. They were conceding already last year. They will keep on conceding because losing Alaba, it will give them time to adjust. They conceded against both Gladbach and Dortmund in the 2 games, official games of the season. Yeah, Bayern make it, obviously, in the end. But Köln, having the chance to score 1, Bayern conceded many times, even last year. And the odds on this combo is very, very good. And the Bayern net is finally back.
Yes, loving the Bayern hat. I've got the Bayern shirt. Hopefully we'll make it a full house.
But this one, man, is from the time of Rummenigge, of the mid-80s. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Legendary times. Okay, thank you both very much, gentlemen. Esteban, could you please bring up the picks? I'll read them out, and this is great because you can see our faces now while I'm reading. Fantastic. You get to gaze upon us one few more minutes longer. I'm going for Dortmund to win and Erling Haaland to score in the game at -111. Wolfsburg draw. Round of applause. Thank you very much, Alex. I'm going for Wolfsburg draw no bet at -135. I've got over 2.5 goals in that game between Hoffenheim and Union Berlin at -120. And I'm just loving a bit of Mainz draw no bet. I think they can get another result. Alex is going for Stuttgart +1.5 at -143. He's also got the Hoffenheim Union Berlin over 2.5 goals at -125. I'm following his expertise on that one. He's going for the Alex Classic in the Leverkusen versus Gladbach game at -125, and he's going for Dortmund -1 Asian handicap at -114. As Tan mentioned, his best tip is Bayern Munich and both teams to score at a massive +150. That's a 6-4 or 2.50, depending on where you're based. He's got another, not quite a Tan madness, but +170 is pretty good odds on RB Leipzig and both teams to score. He's also got Dortmund and both teams to score at +175. Straight win for Eintracht Frankfurt at -175. And he's got both teams to score in that Hoffenheim versus Union Berlin game. So we're all expecting goals in that one. Thank you very much, Esteban, and thank you both for those picks. They're not
no record this week, eh?
Well, I'm going to give it a couple of weeks, and we're going to build up a little bit of momentum, and then I'll start bringing up the records. Don't you worry. But
he left you with the thought that you have no records for this week.
Alex is in a slight bit of profit, and me and Tan aren't. So that's all you need to know about the record so far.
Junior Brown did well on La Liga. I've seen brilliant.
Absolutely killed it on La Liga. He put us all to shame. Well done, Junior Brown. And we're going to have him back on tomorrow. And we're going to have Premier League on tomorrow as well. We've given all our tips. We've given our best bets. I really hope they all win. I can't guarantee they're all going to win, I'm afraid. The name of the game, we're hoping to get maybe like 60% of our tips win over the course of the season, and we make a good profit and we have fun along the way. So if you watch this show and the first tip doesn't win, don't get angry. Don't start spewing loads of vitriol in the comments and leaving angry emojis and stuff like that. We're all part of a good, friendly, happy community of sports bettors. We're all giving our advice. You can just watch these shows, enjoy them, do your independent research, and just figure it out. Play what you think. Make educated betting decisions from a position of strength. But
yeah, I think that you should follow us, tail blindly. The profit is assured. Play everything.
Yeah,
Bet them all.
Just play everything. Just enjoy yourselves. Have a great weekend. Betting on these games is going to massively ramp up the excitement you experience while watching them. And we hope we're going to make a fantastic profit. And we'll get some records up soon. But Alex is doing very well so far, as is Junior Brown. And we'll be back tomorrow. And these guys will be back next Thursday for more Serie A and Bundesliga. No idea what Tan's doing there, but
he has a fan.
He just said Euro 2020
he has a fan. Fan.
Everyone drink.
My wife entered in the room and she's talking on the phone. I'm filming, I'm live, and she's talking on the phone, you know. She doesn't even know I'm filming.
It was a gift they gave in Wembley Stadium to the journalists. I don't know why, but now it's on my table, and it's from Wembley. It's really from Wembley.
So Italy
and it's very hot here.
Apparently. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up on your way out, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, head on over to sportsbookreview.com and you'll read some great articles from Alex and Tan going into a bit more depth on why they're making some of their plays that they're going for this weekend. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good one.
Auf Wiedersehen.